Are you a child of the 80s, maybe even the 90s, or have you been watching Cobra Kai on Netflix, or do you not know what Karate Kid means whatsoever? Either way, we're going to try to convince you to see Alche's movie in the Fantasy Box Office League, Karate Kid Legends, starring Jackie Chan at age 82.
Woo!
Alche, I gotta say, Karate Kid franchise that a lot of people know, a lot of people who know it are now dealing with like pills they gotta take to keep them erect at night. What is going on with Karate Kid Legends, and why do you think it was a good choice for your fantasy box office
You paint a beautiful picture. You didn't mention anybody who's ever
intro was that?
You didn't mention anybody who's ever waxed on or waxed off, anybody who's ever painted the fence. Come on! This is a universal movie. Why did I pick this movie? Because Jackie Chan is a legend internationally, because Ralph Macchio has erupted Cobra Kai back into the zeitgeist over the last...
What zeitgeist?
It's got 6 seasons of TV.
Cobra
what are you
Kai
talking
is
about?
definitely a successful current television
I'll
show.
also say...
But it's a zeitgeist for us. Like, it's us, our generation.
No way.
Do teenagers know who Ralph Macchio is?
They don't need to know who Ralph Macchio is.
Cobra Kai.
They
You
know
think
who...
so?
I do.
Yes,
I do.
they absolutely know Cobra Kai. And I gotta tell you, one of the biggest reasons I did it, Jaden Smith is not in this movie. There's an actual martial artist in this movie, and the kid looks incredible.
The trailer does not. I saw the trailer.
I completely disagree.
Oh,
the
I
trailer looks
completely
really fun.
disagree.
I saw the trailer before Lilo and Stitch, and it was honestly one of the most disappointing trailers I saw that day. It does not interest me at all. It looks like a bad Teen Nick movie.
I completely disagree. I couldn't disagree more. I think it looks like an absolute blast, harkens back to the originals, and I'm really excited to see it. My wife, who is an 80s person, by the way.
Yeah, fits right in the demo.
Fits right in the demo. Well,
That's what I'm saying.
She turned to me and said, we should go see that.
100%. I don't disagree with that entirely. I'm saying for Karate Kid Legends, we've already gotten off to an argumentative start. For Karate Kid Legends to be a success at the box office, which is what we need with this show. We are the box office buds. We play in a fantasy box office league. We each draft 5 movies. Whoever makes the most money at the worldwide box office wins the movie league. I know what I'm talking about because I won last year's league. This year, Alche's trying to make a dent with this being one of his movies.
Yeah, this is one of Cheese's picks.
And
This
what
is one
I'm
of my
saying,
picks. This is, first of all, this is not my juggernaut pick. This
No,
is number
no.
4 on my list.
No, but it's still on your list, and you need it to make a certain number for you to have any chance here, considering Mickey 17 already dropped the ball for your season. So I'm saying it hits the demo. The 80s world is going to love going to see this, but do the teenagers care about it?
Yes, they do. Cobra Kai is a thing.
Cobra
Kai is a thing.
Not only is Cobra Kai a thing,
Yeah.
but the last movie was the Jaden Smith Karate Kid with Jackie Chan as the
that made a
Mr.
boatload.
Miyagi. It made money.
How much did that make?
That made a boatload. $359 million worldwide,
Oh!
$55 million domestically, opening weekend, the most money out of any Karate Kid by far. And as you just said, the main actor is no longer in
No
that
one
movie.
cares about Jaden Smith.
Right.
Everyone cares about Jackie Chan.
But nobody is not in that
but
movie.
hold on. This is a good. We talked about it last week with the prequels.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good version of that, where it takes all the old cast members from the original movies that are still
Yes.
making Cobra Kai, and it combines that world from the last one. Even though there's no Jaden Smith, it still combines. It is still a sequel in ways to that movie, and so we're combining both audiences. I really think it has a chance to do well.
And I will say, 15 years ago, the Jaden Smith one came out, but that's almost as long as
15 years
that's
ago?
almost as long as Final Destination from 5 to 6, and we just saw Final Destination 6 requel make almost $200 million.
That's true. The
So-
franchises that have been coming back after some time off.
You can still resuscitate it, absolutely. My questioning is, I'm not just saying it because it's your movie. I'm trying to be an argumentative guy here. I don't
Sure.
think there's a world where this hits a big number. What's a big number to you for this? What do you think? I'm not the one who has the movie. What do you think this movie can make? You're the one that believes that Cobra Kai will draw people in.
If the last one made $300 million,
350, yeah.
I would say this one has at least a chance to make that much.
Oh
At
my
least
goodness. All right,
350
I will
million.
put my mouth on the line here. There is no chance this makes 350. Like, you can put whatever you want. I'll buy you tickets. I'll buy you ice cream. I'll buy you popcorn. 350 is so out of the world of this movie. It's
You know
not
what
even
I
funny.
think? I consider this a success if it makes $300 million. I just need it to make $300 million. This isn't a juggernaut. This is making $300 million.
I will say the fact that Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible will only be in their second weekend during its release is not going to help.
No, not at all. This thing might come in fourth this weekend when it comes to the other movie that's coming out against, including Lilo and Mission Impossible. Do you want to put 300 on the line?
I do.
I'll go under 300. What are we betting?
What do you want to bet?
It's your call. It's your movie, your call. I'll buy you a
Anything
black
but
belt.
money for YouTube
I'll buy you a trip to Japan. Doesn't matter. I'm winning this.
A trip to Japan? That seems like a big leap from
Take
the
that
black
bet.
belt.
Take that bet.
I'll take a pre-ordered popcorn. How about
Pre-order
that?
popcorn. Pre-order popcorn.
Wait, do the
300
Mission
million.
Impossible handshake on it.
Slow.
300 million. I'm under. He's over. But this movie is coming out to some big numbers. There are projections out there. TJ, he is not here. He gave us the over/under number. If we
Can
want
I
to
ask you a question before we hop in?
Yeah.
Are you a Karate Kid fan? You seem like somebody who is just like, I never watched Karate Kid. I don't care about Karate Kid. I don't like martial arts movies. I am old.
love martial arts movies. Don't you dare say that. I love martial arts movies. Karate Kid to me comes nowhere close to the top 3 martial arts movies
Karate
of all
Kid's
time.
great. Come on, guys. It's not. I don't think it's in the top 3 martial arts movies, but it's a great movie. 2, also when they go to Okinawa, excellent stuff.
I will say I hold the original Karate Kid movies in a very special place in my heart from
Good.
my childhood and how impactful they were. But rewatching them recently,
They're bad.
I will say they didn't
They're bad.
really withstand the test of
They're
time. for
bad
me.
movies that you love, like the Mighty Ducks is better than Karate Kid.
Well, The Mighty Ducks is a whole other conversation. The Mighty Ducks is a great movie.
No one's
I'm just
comparing it to the
like
Mighty Ducks.
like all of those movies of our youth or before our youth. Like I have Sandlot over this movie. I have all of those like
Sure.
Rob Reiner movies over this movie. I don't. Karate Kid's fine. It's fine.
It goes in the milieu, though. I mean,
Yeah, Karate Kid's
you
great.
can't mention great '80s nostalgia movies without mentioning Karate Kid.
100%.
It has its place
100%.
in the pantheon of great '80s films.
Absolutely.
But that's what I'm saying in the fact about this making money. We know it's a movie from our youth. We know it's not a good movie, and yet
Well,
we
we
still
don't know
expect.
that.
you
Tony.
think it's not a good movie.
And yet we still expect for just because there's a Netflix series for it to make a bunch of money in with this 1984 the first one came out. We're 40 years later and we still think this thing's going to have enough cachet to make a boatload of money?
I do.
Get out of
I
here.
think Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio combined are enough to get this thing to 300. Absolutely. I also just ordered a shirt that said "Sweep the leg, Johnny." I'm in, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I bet it does okay internationally for that reason also.
Because of
the
Jackie
cast.
Chan?
Yeah, well, because of the because the diverse
Jackie
cast.
Chan
Is unbelievable.
the De Niro
Jackie Chan's awesome.
of
Yeah.
of everywhere else in the world.
I have nothing
Everyone
against
loves
Jackie
Jackie
Chan.
Chan. Oh my God,
He's
we got to
wonderful.
talk about, since you're like so on your high horse about martial arts movies.
Yeah.
What is all right? The top 3 martial arts movies. Let's start throwing them out. We're making a compiled list. I'm sure we're gonna get into a big argument.
Well, hold on. Martial arts movies in general, or like martial arts movies in the last like 10 or 20
in
years?
general, you want to go all the way back? Go all the way back.
But then the top 3 would have to be like classic old
They could or they
kung
couldn't.
fu movies.
Maybe, maybe
they
not.
can, but they also like because I really love Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I think it's a fantastic
It is a
movie.
great
Tiger,
movie.
Hidden Dragon may
It's not
have
on
to
my
go
list.
on the list. I agree with Tony only because it was, at least during our lifetime, the first like major foreign kung fu movie to really like come over to America and sweep
It's awesome.
awards.
It's an unbelievable
For
Like,
sure,
be
it's a
huge at the
great
box
movie,
office.
but I think the thing that separates it from me is it's not all practical stunts, and that
What do you mean? Wire work is a huge
Yeah,
part
there's
of
still-
wire work is
classic
all of
kung
it.
fu movies.
I know, no, of classic kung fu movies.
Yes.
Classic kung fu movies.
Yes.
Drunken Master has wire work.
Drunken Master does not have wire work.
No,
But
and
Drunken
that needs
Master-
to
I
be
put
on the
Drunken
list.
Master on the list.
Drunken Master is truly
To
a
be clear, Drunken Master 2 is the one that came over to America as the Drunken Master. So
sure,
We'll
but
just
Drunken
put it
Master
all in
1
there.
is
Drunken
where it's
Master.
at.
Yeah, we'll just put it all over there.
Drunken
Drunken
Master
Master's in
is
there.
excellent.
the one you're talking about is 2.
I think it's a fantastic film. Also, if we want to go Enter the Dragon, that's got to be considered.
Well, so right. So like, which Bruce Lee movie goes in there? You think it's Enter the Dragon?
I love Enter the Dragon.
I think it's Enter the Dragon.
I'm willing to pick any of those great Bruce Lee movies and put them on there. But
I
then
would
there's
go Game
more.
of Death over Enter the Dragon.
No, it's Enter the Dragon.
But then there's more
It's
you
Enter
need
the
to
Dragon.
consider because I think there's even older movies that might be considered. And also,
exactly.
there's other movies.
There are so many old kung fu
Let-
movies. Seven
I-
Samurai.
There's
Seven
also-
Samurai is great, but no.
If
Do-
you consider that a
if we
martial
want to
art movie?
consider recent ones, and it's not technically a kung fu movie, but it's definitely at the heart of it, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
No.
Not a kung fu movie.
Oh,
or
that's
sorry, not
100
a martial arts
That's
movie.
100% a
No.
martial arts movie.
No, it's not.
That's 100%
No, it
a
is
martial
not.
arts
Agree.
movie.
No,
Yes,
there
it
is martial arts in the movie, but there's only like 10 minutes of martial arts. Ip
disagree.
Man. Have you guys seen Ip Man?
You mean IT Man?
Ip Man.
Oh, IP Man.
Ip Man.
IP Man.
Either way, we're
That
getting
movie-
it wrong. It can be in there. It's going to get cut from the short part
That
of
movie
this.
is-
But either way, it can be talked about.
Again,
Unbelievable.
another
Unbelievable
classic.
movie.
There are
Incredible.
This is why I'm like, should we
Old
just limit
Boy?
it?
Old
Would you
Boy.
put Old Boy on there?
I love
Old Boy is an incredible movie.
I don't know if I put it in the top 3.
Oh, I would absolutely.
Because like what goes on the top 3 greatest martial arts movies of all time? Are they just really good movies, or are they movies that like pushed the whole cinema forward?
But I also
Because then you
think-
got like The Matrix.
But exactly is the Matrix. I was going to say the Matrix
I
is
would
one
put
of
The
mine.
Matrix on-
That's a definite martial arts movie, and if
Absolutely.
the Matrix counts, then Everything Everywhere All at Once counts.
I
That is
don't
not
agree
true
with
at
that.
all.
Martial
Yes,
arts.
it is. It's
There's
at the
martial
heart of
arts in
both
almost
movies.
every scene in The
It's at
Matrix.
heart. Yeah, and in Everything Everywhere, every action
It's
scene.
in like 3 times.
Every
in
action
Everything
scene and
Everywhere
Everything
All at
Everywhere All at
Once.
Once is martial arts, and even the stuff they talk about is martial arts centric. Doesn't matter.
Okay, fine.
They're both
Michelle
in
Yeoh
there.
is a classic, famous
Yes.
martial arts actress. I'm gonna.
But
fine.
if we
Everything
want to
Everywhere
keep
All at Once
going
is
on
there.
pushing things forward,
It's not on there, though.
especially in recent martial arts movies,
It's not on there.
The Raid Redemption needs to be talked about.
The
because
Raid,
that
those are great
pushed
movies.
everything forward when it came to
Sure.
modern martial arts movies.
We need to go back to Old Boy before we get there. Old Boy is a much better movie than
Oh, it's
The
a great
Raid
movie.
Redemption.
Well, I
And
disagree.
the
Well,
martial arts is next
debatable.
level in Old Boy. Talk about pushing it forward.
Yeah.
It's some of the most brutal action sequences I've
I
ever
agree.
seen.
I
It's
agree.
incredible.
Yeah, and it changed the way they captured martial arts. Old
It's an
Boy did.
incredible
and so
film.
did The Raid 20 years later. I'm just saying, needs to be talked about.
Exactly.
So we got a lot
God,
of
how are we
options. We
gonna
got to
make-
narrow it down.
Also, we haven't even touched the competition martial arts movies such as Bloodsport.
They make
Bloodsport
it.
is absolutely on that list. You are a fucking moron.
It doesn't go
Making
on the
it.
list.
I'm
You
so
are
sorry.
It doesn't
an
go on the list. I'm
insane
sorry.
person for Bloods. Both of you, honestly, I'm done with this fucking podcast. You guys fucking
Good
suck.
movie.
You
doesn't
guys
go on
suck.
this list.
You guys
Hold on.
absolutely suck.
Hold on, wait.
Bloodsport is on this list.
Hold on,
They're
stop,
making
stop.
the list.
If we're gonna, there's just way too many movies for us to even begin making this list. So let's start here. Cheese, what is your all-time favorite martial arts movie?
Thank you very much for asking me. It's The Drunken Master.
Okay, great. It's Jackie Chan's
I think
Drunken
that should be
Master.
on there. I think
What
that should
is
be on there.
Tony? What is your number 1 all-time favorite martial arts movie?
I got to start an argument again. My all-time favorite
It's
martial
yours.
arts movie is Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh my God! What a fantastic pick.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time, let alone Kung Fu movies.
1000% agree. Stephen Chow is a master.
It's a very fun
One of the
movie.
No
funniest,
question.
one of the funniest movies you'll ever see.
And for me, it's Tony Jaa in The Protector.
Oh, good movie.
That movie too.
Good movie.
So why don't we just make that the top 3? for
Oh,
us?
people are gonna get so mad. People are gonna get so mad.
Those are our
You know what?
number
I'm gonna-
1 movies.
Okay, we each got our number 1s. Why don't we each run through our top 3s since I am so angry at all of you?
Okay.
My top 3
Yeah, start us
is Drunken Master, Old Boy, Bloodsport.
Wow.
Bloodsport.
Yeah. what a
My
weird
top
one.
3, which again I understand if this doesn't make your top 3 because I don't have Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee on here. My top 3: Kung Fu Hustle, The Raid Redemption, and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
My top 3 is probably The Protector,
Great movie.
The Matrix, and Jackie Chan's Drunken Master makes my list also.
It's a
Hallelujah.
wonderful
It's a
movie.
masterpiece.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Let us know if any of these are on your list and what your list is.
But you know what won't make the top 3 martial arts movie? Karate Kid Legends.
Probably not.
But let's talk about how well it will do in the actual movie theater. We already have a bet on the side, 300 million worldwide. You think it's going to be making a little bit more than that, but we do play every week an over-under game. How much money will this make domestically in the 3-day weekend it opens up? Kellerman so far is trash at this game. He is 6-10. That's
I'm
6
great
wins
at guessing the bigger numbers, but not
You
the
are.
smaller numbers.
and 10 losses. Alche and I are tied. We've been really close this entire season, this entire year, 9-7. Now we head to Alche's movie. TJ has sent me the number that we're setting as the line here. Domestically, over-under, 3-day weekend for Karate Kid Legends. We're going to the loser first.
call me that.
$45 million. Over-under, $45 million.
45. What do we know the opening of the last one?
The opening of the last one did 55. The Jaden Smith one, 55.
Do you, so in case there's an unfair advantage here, do you, either of you know the projection for what it's meant to do?
I do.
35 and 45.
Between 35 and 45,
That's
and
what
the
I've
number
been
is
seeing.
45?
The number is
That's what I've been
45.
seeing.
Gosh, Lilo and
TJ
Stitch.
knows these numbers.
He's been great at
Yeah.
choosing these numbers. Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible still being out there is really gonna hurt it. I think. I think it could do well, but not that well. I'm gonna go under 45.
TJ really knows these numbers. He does a great job of picking them. I will say he's been really distracted this weekend. There's a reason why he's not here right
You
now
don't
is
like
because he's
this
been
one?
pulled other places. I think this is entirely too high a number. I'm going under, and this is a relatively easy pick for me. Under 45.
I think it's making its hay internationally, personally.
I would agree with that.
So I think it's gonna like double internationally. I'm looking for like 100 domestically total, 200 internationally is where I'm going. So 45 is right on the cusp. It's very possible.
45 would be excellent.
45 would be a really great start. Let's go.
Wow, betting
Ralph
on
Macchio.
yourself again.
Jackie Chan, new guy who looks quite good. Over 45.
Wow.
Okay, I would have gone under 35. But that's not the only movie coming out this weekend. We have two other movies coming out against Karate Kid Legends, against the second weekend of MI8, against the second weekend of Lilo and Stitch. There are only so many theaters tickets you can sell.
That's true.
But we love to play a little game here when multiple movies come out called See It, Stream It, Skip It, like MFK, but for movies. Do you want to see this movie in the theater, wait for it to come to streaming, or never watch it whatsoever? So we're going to play with these three movies. The first one is Karate Kid Legends, which we have talked plenty about. The second one, the new Wes Anderson film, The Phoenician Scheme, starring everyone in the world, including Michael Cera, who's a perfect match for Wes Anderson. And the third movie is called Bring Her Back, a horror movie by the Filippo brothers. They made Talk to Me, and this is their second movie. It stars Sally Hawkins from The Shape of Water. You may have seen some really cool posters of like the hand holding the shaven head of the kid. Really scary stuff. Yeah. Horror movie, Wes Anderson, Karate Kid Legends. See it, stream it, skip it. Which one are you sitting down for? Which one are you seeing?
I'm really excited to see the new Wes Anderson film.
Of course you are.
Phoenician Scheme looks good. Honestly, I'm surprised at how little marketing I've seen for it in comparison to the other movies that are out right now. But I'm a huge Wes Anderson fan, and I will always see his movies in the theaters. So that's what I'm going to see.
It's really easy to see a Wes Anderson movie in the theaters because it's the same Wes Anderson movie you've seen for the past 30 years in the theaters. It doesn't change. Alche, which one are you seeing?
Here we go. This guy. I'm seeing Karate Kid Legends, baby! Get me to the theater. You want to have some fun? You want to have some nostalgia? Get me to see Karate Kid Legends.
Wow.
If I could honestly not see any of these movies, I think I would.
Come on.
I'm
you
not
have to pick one to see in the theater.
I understand. I'm not interested in any of them, specifically the Wes Anderson one, but I will see the horror movie. I will go see, I don't even know the name of it. I will go see Bring Her Back. I think that has the best chance of being a fun time
actually is getting
in
good
the
reviews.
theaters.
I'm a huge fan of the Filippo brothers.
Yeah.
I think
Nice.
that they're a huge inspiration to me, from YouTube content creators to really serious filmmakers. They're awesome.
very
Talk
cool.
to Me was their first movie. That was awesome. This is their sophomore follow-up. I'm really looking forward to it, which is why that's going to be my stream it pick.
And I'm going to trade with you because I think I'm going to stream the Wes Anderson movie because I stream all those
Because he makes
movies.
excellent movies, and
they're
you keep watching
fine.
them because of that?
They are fine. They're fine movies. They're
Yeah.
fine.
I'm streaming Wes Anderson as well. I'm skipping Bring Her Back, Filippo.
Really?
Whatever it's called. Of those three, yeah, absolutely.
And I can guarantee you wholeheartedly, I will never see Karate Kid Legends. I will never see it. I didn't see Jaden Smith's Karate Kid. I didn't see Karate Kid 3. I maybe
You never
saw
saw the
Karate
Swank
Kid 2.
Karate Kid?
I saw Karate Kid 1, and I
The
remember
Hillary
it.
Swank Karate Kid? Oh, come on. It's good stuff.
I do want to see the new Karate Kid movie, but for the purposes of this game, I'll be skipping it.
Boo to you. All right, real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Top 3 Wes Anderson movies.
Okay, fine. Well, mine would be
Life Aquatic. Yeah.
Life
the-
Aquatic
at
for
the
sure
top?
makes the list.
Then Grand Budapest Hotel.
No.
Then Rushmore for me. I'm a huge
Rushmore
Rushmore
is
fan.
great. I would say Life Aquatic and Rushmore on the list.
Don't say Royal Tenenbaums.
And absolutely Royal Tenenbaums is on the list.
That's just the populist answer.
That's the populist answer. It's an incredible movie.
Sure.
It also goes to show you that Wes Anderson is exactly what I've thought about, a guy that peaked 20 to 30 years ago and keeps making the same
Grand
movies
Budapest
over
Hotel, Grand
and
Budapest
over
Hotel
again.
is a masterpiece.
It's
Grand
not a
Budapest
good movie.
Hotel is really good.
Just
it's-
came out less than 10 years
It's
ago.
not a good movie. And it is the same movie over and over again with the same kitschy, catch phrases and like little, oh man, the set pieces move. It's the same movie over and over again. He is Silver Lake's M. Night Shyamalan. He is Guy Ritchie directing the new foreign movie, whatever that
Fountain of Youth?
This is
Fountain
the
of
worst
Youth movie.
take you've
He
ever
is
had.
Wes Anderson is Gallagher. Okay, you saw Gallagher 30 years past his prime hitting a watermelon. That's Wes Anderson continuing to make movies. They look really pretty. The guy is an amazing filmmaker. The movies are the same thing over and over again.
I can't listen to this garbage anymore.
That's
Stop,
what it is.
Stop your
That's
TED
what it
talk.
is.
The point is, go see Karate Kid Legends.
He's extremely unique, Wes Anderson. He's extremely unique. Hasn't made a good movie in a long, long time. That's all I got to say.
All right.
But that's it for this week's movies. Will you see Karate Kid Legends? Will you see The Phoenician Scheme? Will you remember what The Phoenician Scheme is about after you see it? Probably not, because it's about the same thing they all are. Really nothing.
They're not the same.
That is it for this week in movies. That is it for this week in the box office buds. Next week, Kellerman comes back into the fray again. Ballerina, John Wick, female John Chick is coming out for Kellerman, and he needs some help because he might be losing that lead in the fantasy box office league. You're going to be
Well,
gone
hold on.
for
Don't
2
jinx
weeks,
me now.
buddy.
I'll be gone. Enjoy, guys. Good luck. I think TJ's going to hold down the fort pretty
Oh,
well.
you're going to leave me alone with this guy?
Yeah, I know. I'm really sorry. For the record, I'm very excited for you. I'm very excited to see Ballerina. I don't think it's going to make any money. Spoiler alert.
Oh, come on.
It might make more than Karate Kid Legends, but that's it for this
Ooh,
week
this
of
man.
the box office buds.
Bye.